Happy Friday, Northern Michigan. In this morning's Tech Matters, I'm joined once again by Tim Gillipan.
Good morning, Holly.
From Terrapin Networks. And this morning we're talking about tablets and desktops, and in this case, laptops. This one's kind of like a hybrid.
These are referred to as hybrids, yeah.
And I think it's a great product to kind of showcase all these things. And this is the Lenovo Yoga.
This is the Lenovo Yoga 2. It's their latest version of it. And these are called hybrids. They're kind of a mix between something like a tablet, like an iPad, and a full-size laptop. Great for students, great for professionals, largely to use as a second computer for meetings and so forth. Hybrids, a lot of the HP and Asus have some where the tablet actually pops off and plugs back in. This does not. This is where the Yoga comes from. It's got all these different shapes it can do, and you can still use it. It has a full Windows operating system. And you can bring up a website. We've got UpNorthLive.com on here right now.
Great website.
Great website, UpNorthLive. So here like this, it's in a tent mode. So you could be sitting at your table watching a movie.
Right.
Or perhaps doing a sales presentation. You might bring up any number of things that you might, PowerPoint.
You can use it as anything because it flips around.
And
it's
it flips around. It also can flip around like so. So you might be sitting at doing a lab, and you might need to be able to see a presentation while you're doing it. Bring it back here, you're back to a laptop where you can type like normal, and then flip it all the way back around, and you can actually carry it around like a tablet.
So it's very versatile.
Very versatile. When you do this, the keys actually don't function, so they don't bother you. So now you've got a regular tablet you can use now. It's a little larger than an iPad, but it has a little bit more to add that way for creating content.
Right.
And if you're in a sales meeting, you're in a lecture, you're using something like Evernote maybe, Google Keep, you can record the lecture, take notes while you're doing it, all at the same time. Yeah, they have a lot of flexibility.
Flexibility, that's great, and it's called the Yoga,
It's
which
called
kind of
Yoga,
denotes
that's their idea.
Which kind of
exactly
denotes
right.
flexibility.
Yeah.
And this is great because it works for people of all walks of technology, students, professionals, just your everyday person who wants to have, the cool gadgets.
Yeah, very much. That's why it's got a lot of value for all those different pieces. Absolutely.
And it's called a hybrid, so this is kind of for people maybe if you're having trouble deciding what's best for you.
Yeah, because they're still nice and thin and light, so it's smaller than most laptops. They do have this in two different sizes. This is the 11-inch size, and then they also have a 13.3-inch, a little bit larger, a little more horsepower too, little better, more for the professional who might want to use it as a full-time laptop. And in those, they have a backlit keyboard. Now, the 13-inch with a little more horsepower can run up $1,500 to $2,000. You spend real money on them.
Sure.
These start at about $600-ish, $500-ish. Actually, their lowest model is about $500, not much different than an iPad. And with a little more juice, a little more horsepower, pushing more like $1,000. $800, $900.
And you can get it at a place like Best Buy.
Get it at Best Buy, get it at Amazon.com, or most computer places at least have access to these. But especially the lower end ones are all available in stock usually at a Best Buy, at any of the big box stores like that, Staples, that kind of thing.
Well, it looks like something that's very versatile, will work for a lot of people, and it looks like something that is great for security as well.
Very much so, because it's got a full Windows operating system. You can do all the stuff that you would normally do to protect yourself that way. Password managers, that kind of thing, all the stuff we've talked about in the past. So you can really use it as a business laptop, or if you're a student, you're just not worrying about your stuff getting out there. Right. And because it has an operating system, a regular Windows operating system, it doesn't require the internet.
Okay.
So you can use it if you're offline. If you're back studying someplace that you may not have an internet connection, you can still create papers and that kind of thing.
Okay, so you aren't, tied to
You're
that
not tethered
Wi-Fi.
to the internet, exactly.
All right, thank you so much, Tim
You're
Gillen
welcome.
from
Thank you.
Terrapin Networks.